Okay, it's going well. Maybe maybe the aim should be, rather than 2600, we'll do it one step at a time. Let's try to get to 2500, 2550 first. That should be my first. That should be my first sensible goal here. And also, I've got to go and do some proper work in a minute. Some work that actually pays the bills. So I can't be doing YouTube videos all my life. When are you guys even going to watch them? So I should. Okay, if I'm gonna play until I either lose another game or I get to 2550. So that's what's happening. That is what's happening. So that's my aim. Now, the reason I played this in the way I did with e5 and c5, you might be thinking that's a little bit odd. Well, I want to stop him going d4. I don't want to allow the d4 break, because that d4 break is a little bit annoying for me. And now, of course, I have this move, but I have other options as well. If I go here, I lose a pawn because he takes. Let's just play sensible moves here. Okay. And getting ready to swap off the light square bishops. And may have to give up my dark square bishop to achieve this, but I'm very happy to swap off his very strong bishop on g2. Look how strong that piece is. And I love swapping off my, you know, as a general rule, if my opponent has fianchettoed, then I will aim to swap off that bishop. Especially if he's fianchettoed around on, sorry, I'm thinking as well, around on the king side, because it opens up his king a little bit. Now, if I was white, I'd swap off the bishop for the knight here. Because I think my knight has more potential than his bishop. I don't like his bishop here, because my pawns control it. It doesn't really have anywhere good to go. So if I was white, I'd be quite keen to swap off. And I think this is the right positional thing. Again, one of the keys is playing good chess is working out when it's good to exchange pieces and when it's not. And my opponent made a good exchange there, I feel. And, okay, fairly even position. I have some dreams of getting my rook here and maybe getting my queen to this square here. Now, it looks like we could be getting an ending in this game. Well, he can take and go rook e3, which is a little bit annoying. If I want to win this, I probably should be aiming to keep pieces on the board. But of course, I missed this good move that my opponent's played. Okay. Now this pawn is weak. Well, it's not a game of chess without Harry. So let's move Harry in. Because his plan now, obviously, rook a1 and gang up here. And this is precisely what he's done. And again, you probably know by now that I don't like sitting passively when playing. So this is not really what I had in mind when going for this. I need to break out, get some activity, get my rooks into the game. Now, rook here, I can go rook b6, but I'm certainly on the defensive now. So I'm going to try and at least play c5, I think. At least try and activate something, even if it costs me a pawn. And it does cost me a pawn, okay. Now, thought it might do. But I'm hoping this pawn here will be strong. I think he has to be a bit careful in this type of position. Now I could grab this one and play for a draw. Obviously I should be playing for a draw here anyway. Okay, this is a sensible way. Now okay, now I think well, he's gonna take this pawn. A little bit silly there. It's gonna be a very hard draw to get. So I'm too many pawns down, aren't I? Again, a bit slack there, that was. Bad play by me. Okay. I'm going to need some amazing endgame technique to save this one. Should I say mission impossible technique? 3 pawns against 1 is certainly what should be an easy win. Got to get dirty here. got to get dirty. Yeah, as dirty as I'm going to be, it's not going to be enough. Rook f6. Fuck it. Okay, well, I did say I was going to stop, but I don't really want to, so I hate losing. Okay, well, definitely when I lose the next one, I'll stop. That goes without saying. So, lose the next one, I'll get to 25.50, and then I'll stop. And as you've probably seen by now, I'm going to break this video up because one long video is a bit too much. Okay, well, I'm going to play. I want to be the person attacking. That last game, my opponent played well, so all credit to him. And this is the day of Gary. And we are trying now just to open up. Play some interesting chess with this setup. Play something a bit unique against the Dutch. And something that some players have done against me, and I've always thought, well, what do I do against that, you know? I haven't always been comfortable playing against this. And I want to probably put my bishop on c4, maybe force him to play d5, castle queen side, this kind of stuff. Now, can I get really annoying with knight here, queen here, knight here? Let's try it because it's interesting. He probably has to go queen here. I've even got d5. Let's try d5 because knight there may have won a pawn, but d5 is more aggressive. And as I said, this is what I'm trying to do in this game. I want to get my knight into e6 here. Okay, now that is a very risky move, and of course I'm just going to try to open up lines against his king. So far this looks very good for me. Okay, and now, well, knight here, very natural move. Thinking I've got some interesting ideas here. Okay, I'm going to go for an interesting idea. b5. I want to first get my queen in, I think. So my queen can attack, and then I want to sacrifice on this square. So I don't know how this is. I might be going a bit over the top again. Probably realise not for the first time. I mean, why? I don't know why I'm overcomplicating when I should have just. There should have been a simple way to play. I mean, my idea at some point is to take here and get my queen into a7, but bishop g7 surely has to be played. Bishop e7, knight e6, knight takes d5 is a combination that I'm a little bit worried about, and he's played it. Now, knight takes d5 he's found it. I was worried he'd find it. Again, so bloody annoying when they play the right moves, isn't it? Okay, knight takes here, queen takes here. Silly. Okay, we have to play this one. And now maybe I can now launch my sacrifice here. I don't really believe it now because I don't have a d pawn. Yes, I maybe don't believe it, but I'm so tempted to play it anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna play it anyway. I don't believe it, but you know what? So what? Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. You know, I want to keep the initiative going, even if I think it's a load of rubbish, which I kind of feel that this is. How do we say in the business? A load of poo, a load of poo poo, and. Well, let's keep going with my poo-poo attack. Why didn't you go bishop c6? That looked like a better square. At least now there's some bits hanging around his king. And I'm now got this bloody scary move. The poo-poo attack has landed. The diarrhea attack has come down and splattered his position. Kaplonk. There we go. Nice one, diarrhea attack. You did well.